Your path is clear. Become the Wizard of Legend.
What's up everyone, I'm Dan, and thanks to Humble Games for the review code, I'll be looking at Wizard of Legend 2 on the Nintendo Switch systems. Going into Wizard of Legend 2, I had zero experience with the original game. I knew of it, but I wasn't prepared for how quickly this sequel would grab me. Within minutes, the fast-paced combat, striking art style, and chaotic spell slinging had me hooked, and after several hours of runs, triumphs, and embarrassing defeats, I was locked in. From the moment you create your character, Wizard of Legend 2 gives you the freedom to shape the kind of mage you want to be. Customization isn't deep, but it's personal enough. Pick your body type, choose your magical affinity, then get ready to dive into the floating lands, an ever-shifting gauntlet of arcane chaos crafted by Hieronymus and watched over by the quirky Wizard Council. Even if the choices are small, they help you feel connected to your little spellcaster as they grow, fail, and eventually carve a path towards legend. What immediately stands out is its art style. The shift to vibrant 3D visuals works beautifully. The character designs are sharp, expressive, and full of personality, backed with full voice acting that brings the world and especially its eccentric wizards to life. It has a similar vibe to Hades or even Lost in Random's Eternal Die sequences, blending whimsy with danger in equal measures. Spells explode with colour, enemies telegraph attacks with clarity, and the world feels energetic without being overwhelming. But make no mistake, Wizard of Legend 2 is very challenging right from the start. The game wastes no time humbling you. I died on my first few attempts before I even saw a boss, and when I did finally overcome my first major fight, it felt like a real achievement. The combat is fast and fluid, but it also surprisingly tactical. You can't just mash buttons and hope for the best. Many spells have slight delays or charge windows that force you to balance aggression with precision. Positioning and timing matters. Once everything clicks though, the combat transforms into something genuinely exhilarating. You can chain spells into devastating combos, mix elements for clever synergies, and weave your way between enemy patterns as if you've suddenly unlocked your inner Archmage. It took me a few runs to really get it, but when it happened, the entire game opened up and the flow became addictive. Part of what makes combat so fun is the huge variety of Arcana you can experiment with. Each run begins with 4 abilities: your basic attack, movement, skill, heavy ultimate option, and 1 extra wildcard spell. From there you can discover new variants, upgrades, and entirely fresh spells throughout your attempt. Want to be a pure fire mage? Go for it. Want to mix lightning and ice for a hybrid control build? Also an option. You can even ignore synergy altogether. Every spell has its own feel, rhythm, and utility, and the majority of them are genuinely fun to use. Relics add another layer of experimentation. You can carry up to 10 during a run, each offering a passive bonus or modifier. Some enhance damage, others alter how spells behave, and there are cursed relics, tempting, powerful items that come with meaningful debuffs. I found myself picking these up far more often than I should have, simply because they inject so much unpredictability and tension. They can completely change the dynamic of a build, for better or worse. The procedurally generated levels and boss encounters give each run a fresh structure, though you will start to notice patterns after a while. Rooms, events, and enemy types rotate, but the longer you play, the more you'll recognize repeating parts. That said, the variety of spell combos you bring into each run helps keep the experience exciting even when the environments become familiar. Checking the task board between runs also offers new challenges and goals that reward you with permanent progression, encouraging you to return again and again. Multiplayer is another major feature, with both local and online co-op for up to 4 players. Playing with friends amplifies the chaos in the best possible way. Combos fly, spells overlap, and boss arenas become magical battlegrounds of total sensory overload. The big disappointment here is that there is no matchmaking, so unless you already have a group lined up, you're limited to solo play or coordinating manually. One of the biggest praises I can give Wizard of Legend 2 is that it successfully captures the classic roguelike loop: fail, learn, improve, and try again. Even after a tough loss, I always wanted to jump back in and try a new combination of Arcana or test a newly unlocked ability. The persistent progression feeds into that motivation nicely without undermining the challenge. By the end of my time with the game, I came away genuinely impressed. Wizard of Legend 2 blends stylish visuals, tight and rewarding combat, and a constant sense of discovery into a spellbinding package. Yes, it can be unforgiving early on, yes, repetition creeps in eventually, and yes, the lack of matchmaking is a missed opportunity. But when the action is this fun, those shortcomings fade into the background. If you love fast, flashy roguelites with deep combat and endless build potential, Wizard of Legend 2 is absolutely worth your time. Wizard of Legend 2 is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $19.99 in the UK and $24.99 in the US. Thanks to you as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and until next time.
Appointed, but I'm a member of the Council of Six. I'm a master of both my beasts and flaming my foes. So you gotta try harder to beat me.